Good morning! Good morning! It's a very, very sunny day in Tulcea. As you can see, the market, it's already like 8:30, so it's not that early in the morning because the sun was up at 6 and I was like, what's happening? But, so our plan for today is to go visit a bit more of the Riverside in Tulcea, of the Danube side, and then there is a fishing village right next to the city, which is like a traditional fishing village from the Danube, which we want to visit. It's like a museum, and there's also an aquarium in Tulcea, archaeology museum, and then I think we're gonna leave the city and head back into the wilderness, and then we're gonna visit some 2,000 years old, that was Eddie, 2,000 years old fortresses, or the ruins of some fortresses. And not sure where we're gonna end up today, but we have a lot on our list and on our map, so we'll see.
You stole my glasses. Where are my glasses?
I did not. Yeah. Let's go now. Say goodbye to this nice room, and we shall be on our way. Okay, so here we are on the waterfront in Tulcea, and I just wanted to show you Danube Delta, which is like the biggest company, because there are like multiple companies that offer day trips and boats to take you in the delta, whatever you need, all kinds of stuff. But these guys are like the cheapest, and they offer like daily service, like on big boats and small boats, to the end of the delta, to Sulina and Sfântu Gheorghe, which is also my map, but we're not gonna visit the delta right now or during this trip. Would you like to visit the Danube Delta?
Yeah. Do they have pelicans there?
Yes, they have all kinds of flora and fauna, like interesting species, and it's really famous delta.
I heard they drink a lot of cheap vodka there. So.
I don't know, but it's a famous place in the entire Europe, and we haven't been there. Like, we are like 30 and we haven't been there yet. So yeah, people from all over Europe come to visit it. And
do they eat fish?
They eat a lot of fish. I don't know the name in English, but it's like,
I get this feeling that my ancestors used to eat of fish.
yes,
I can connect with my ancestors.
Could be. Based on your appearance, you look like the kind of
person who eats a lot of fish.
Yes.
I don't know much about the big beluga, but I know there's an expression in movies like, you think you're the big beluga. And I know there are other like catfish, but they are almost as big as this, and they can eat children, which they often do. You leave your child unsupervised, he comes and
Okay.
yeah.
It's apparently it's called giant beluga.
Giant beluga. What do you think you are? You're the giant beluga? You're the big beluga around here?
So they found this to be living in the delta?
Yeah, apparently.
Wow.
This is what you want to fish when you go out. This is like your objective. This is the Champions League.
The real thing is this big?
I think it's pretty big. But like I told you, they're like catfish that are almost as big as this, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
It is.
Let's see if we can find
The
others.
whole village.
Yeah.
Fascinant mix de stiluri. Păcat că nu există o inscripție care să ne detalieze mai clar cum și când a fost construită. Sunt foarte interesat de astfel de lucruri. noi obiective arhitecturale care să ne încânte privirea, simțurile.
Hello, so the next stop in Tulcea is the Aquarium Museum, which is this building over here. I'm not really a fan of aquariums, but we're gonna try it out, see if it's like nice or something, and I will report back on it. The excitement on Eddie's face. He's always so excited when I take him to museums and stuff like that. Next is the Archaeological Museum. Dobrogea was inhabited from the oldest times, ever since the Neolithic era. The coastline was colonized by Greeks between the 6th and 4th centuries BC. They left behind many fortresses that can be visited today. Then Dobrogea's history included a lot of struggles also. Many armies invaded these lands, including the Persians, Romans, and migrating populations, which were followed by the Muslim rule. Dobrogea was the way for the northern armies coming from what we call today Russia towards the Balkans and Constantinople. Look, they have pelicans over here. So that was the aquarium and the nature museum. How do you call it?
Yeah.
Nature History Museum? History Nature Museum in Tulcea. And now we're gonna find something to eat. Maybe have an, I don't know, visit something more. Founded in 1975, the Archaeological Museum is located in Independence Monument Park on the site of the ancient fortress of Aegyssus. The museum has thousands of pieces. These include figurative bronze, ornaments, Paleo-Christian objects for the Roman, Byzantine, and early medieval period, representative for the beginning of Christianity on the lower Danube. The richest and most diverse remains the ceramic collection that includes pieces from all historical eras. The largest treasure of its kind in Europe, these medieval and modern pieces date from the Tatar and Byzantine population, includes thousands and thousands of such coins, gold ornaments, and silver. Okay, so our next stop for today is the Archaeological Museum in Tulcea, which is like really empty. They literally turned on the lights for us because there was nobody here. Grave there. So it's really interesting if you're into this kind of stuff. Like, they have some really old stuff, and I think not a lot of people know about this museum. Yeah, worth the visit. Aegyssus. Yeah, so basically that sounds more like Greek to me. And I think they're still
Here?
digging the Eddie is also looking for some treasures around here.
If I find gold, there's no way I'm returning it.
The Independence Monument is one of the main attractions in the city and is one of the most imposing structures in Tulcea. It is located on the northeast side of Tulcea, on top of a hill next to the ruins of the ancient city of Aegyssus. The monument was built as homage to the heroic soldiers who fought to free the country from the Ottoman rule between 1877 and 1888. The war also brought Dobrogea back to Romania and established it as one of the most flourishing regions of the country in the next few decades. So we finally made it to the famous monument in Tulcea. This is for like the heroes monument for reconquering Dobrogea and attaching it to Romania. This is also the hill where they spelled the name of the city, Tulcea, and you can see it from all around the city. The locals say it's a really nice place to come during the sunset or at evenings to just admire the city with all its lights. So yeah, and also you have these binoculars here. It's free and you can just observe the city. It's a really nice place. It's free of charge. Okay, so took a bunch of pictures, admired the city of Tulcea, and now we're gonna visit a traditional fishing village, which is like a museum, really close to Tulcea. Hello, so we made it to the touristic fishing village, traditional fishing village from Dobrogea. So this is like an open air museum. As you can see, they have like a bunch of houses, and it was built in 2015, so it's quite a recent one, but still very nice if you want to see the traditional houses in Dobrogea region. The traditional fishing village is an open-air museum that perfectly mimics traditional Dobrogean houses. In fact, they mimic the three channels of the Danube Delta, transformed into alleys where you can walk and admire the houses. They have about 10 houses that can be reached on the three alleys that symbolize the channels. The channels of the river are Chilia, Sulina, and Sfântu Gheorghe. The houses are clay houses with reed roofs. They're all beautifully painted in white, blue and green. There are also 2 windmills and a small stone chapel. I enjoy stepping inside of each one of these houses as they are all open for visitors. They all have very similar interiors with a clay oven, bed covers with colorful blankets and carpets on the walls, a green kitchen cabinet, and more. In the outbuildings of the houses, I saw fishing tools, nets, wine barrels, and working tools, and all kinds of objects needed in a fishing village. There's even an old boat in front of one of the houses. At the entrance of the museum, next to the parking lot, there is also a traditional fish restaurant where you can taste traditional dishes from Dobrogea. So we visited a traditional fishing village, open air museum in Tulcea. We were the last people to leave, and now we were discussing if we should go visit a tiny village in the Delta, although it was not on the original plan, or if we should head towards one of the ruins that we read so much in the Archaeological museum, because it's like 30 kilometers away, and just try to find a place for the night there, which is what we are going to do, I guess. So let us drive before I run out of battery. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment, and make sure to watch the next video from Dobrogea, in which I visited the oldest medieval ruin in the region. Take care, see you soon.